Stop scrolling. Stop listening to whatever lies you've been told. This is the moment that will change everything you've ever believed. From the moment you could walk, you were trained like a puppet. Sit. Stay. Don't question. Don't think too hard. Just follow. Good boys get rewarded. Cute fairy tale. Total bullshit. You've been taught that the world rewards the good, that patience will pay off, and that all you need to do is play by the rules and you'll get your prize. But guess what? A fantasy they fed you to keep you weak, to keep you predictable, to keep you small. The world doesn't reward kindness. The world rewards the ones who know how to play the game, the ones who see the strings on the puppets, the ones who understand the system isn't about fairness, it's about power. Machiavelli saw it 500 years ago while priests sold heaven and kings preached mercy right before crushing empires. He wrote the playbook they never wanted you to read. Today you're going to read it, burn it into your mind, and start living it. No more waiting for permission. No more shrinking. If you're ready to trade comfort for power, keep listening. If not, close this tab and go back to being average. Your choice. Here are the 10 rules society drilled into your skull to keep you weak. We are going to smash every single one and replace it with the real code. Write these down. Say them out loud. Tattoo them on your forearm if you have to. This is your new operating system. Rule 1. Stop trying to fit in. They told you from kindergarten, blend in, don't stick out, don't make people uncomfortable. Being different is dangerous. Wrong. Being different is the only thing that has ever mattered. Well, here's the truth. Blending in is the fastest way to disappear. No one cares about the person who is exactly like everyone else. You're replaceable, forgettable, invisible. You've been told that to succeed, you need to be liked, to fit in, to play it safe. But let me tell you something very few people will admit. If you blend in, you're already failing. People respect the ones who stand out. People respect the ones who don't care if they get attention. The ones who are so self-assured that they don't shrink for anyone. Machiavelli said it best. It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles. The truth is, society wants you to shrink. It wants you to hide your power. It wants you to sit quietly in the back while the real players take control. But if you want to be more than just another face in the crowd, you need to stop worrying about fitting in. Stand out. Be different. Be bold. Be unapologetic. You think Edison, Einstein, Musk, and Jobs became legends by following the crowd? No. They became legends by breaking every rule society tried to impose on them. They became legends by being unlike anyone else. Do you want to leave a legacy? Do you want to be remembered? Stop trying to be like everyone else. Start leading. You're not here to follow. You're here to dominate. And if you want to dominate, you have to be willing to stand apart. Write it down. I stand apart. Rule 2. Never tell the whole truth. They told you to always be honest, to tell the truth. But here's the kicker. Telling the whole truth is one of the fastest ways to lose your power. Transparency? It's a weapon, but not the one you think. Being honestly vulnerable is not a sign of strength. It's a sign of weakness. You've been taught that telling the truth will earn you respect, but that's a lie. Honesty without boundaries makes you predictable, and predictability is the enemy of power. Think about it. When you tell people everything, when you lay all your cards on the table, what happens? They start using it against you. They know your weaknesses. They know your plans. They know exactly how to manipulate you. They know exactly how to break you. And once they know that, you're done. This is where Machiavelli was brilliant. He understood that a ruler has to appear honest, but never reveal everything. He wrote, "A wise ruler ought to appear virtuous, but never reveal his full hand." In other words, power is in what you choose not to say. If you're too honest, people will use it against you. Silence, that's the ultimate form of power. Keep your secrets. Keep your cards close to your chest, because the moment you overshare, you give away your control. Power is in what you hide. Power is in the mystery you create around yourself. When people can't figure you out, they respect you. They fear you. So stop oversharing. Start controlling your narrative. Write it down. My silence is my power. Rule 3, don't be humble. They told you to be humble, to put others before yourself, to shrink, to downplay your power. They want you to stay small, to hide your greatness. But here's the hard truth. Excessive humility makes you invisible. Society tells you that humility is a virtue, but what they never tell you is that when you're too humble, people stop respecting you. When you downplay your strengths, when you act like you're less than you are, people will treat you like you're nothing. Humility is important, but humility without confidence is self-destruction. Humility with no boundaries is just weakness disguised as virtue. You're taught to hide your talents, to shrink yourself to make others feel comfortable. But here's the secret. When you hide your strength, you make yourself easy to control. Machiavelli said, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." You have to own your greatness. Stop pretending you're smaller than you are. Stop pretending you don't deserve the success that's coming your way. People respect the ones who own their value, who acknowledge their greatness without apology. You can be humble, but you don't have to be invisible. Show your strength. Write it down. I own my worth. Rule 4. Don't try to please everyone. Stop trying to be the nice guy. Stop trying to make everyone like you. You've been taught to say yes to everyone, to keep the peace, to go along with what others want. But here's the truth. Being a people pleaser is one of the fastest ways to destroy your power. When you say yes to everyone, you say no to yourself. You sacrifice your boundaries, your time, your energy, and your self-respect. And people? They'll start to see you as weak, as someone who is just there to serve them. They'll walk all over you, they'll use you, they'll take advantage of you. Machiavelli knew this all too well. He wrote, "A ruler must learn how to say no. A man who is constantly kind without boundaries is a puppet. A man who is kind with boundaries is someone to be feared." The world doesn't respect the man who is always saying yes. The world respects the man who is decisive, the one who knows when to draw the line. Niceness without strength is weakness, but kindness with boundaries is power. People will respect you when they know you won't tolerate disrespect, when they know they can't take advantage of you. Setting boundaries is what makes people treat you like you matter. Stop being the doormat. Stop letting others dictate your life. Say no when it's necessary. People will respect you more for it, even if they don't like it. Your boundaries are not negotiable. Your self-respect is non-negotiable. Write it down. My boundaries matter. Rule 5. Stop waiting, take action. Now they told you to be patient, to wait for the right moment. They lied to you. Waiting is a trap. Waiting for the perfect moment is just another way for society to keep you passive. They want you to wait for opportunities, to wait for someone to notice your hard work, to wait for permission. But here's the reality. If you keep waiting, you'll be left behind. The world doesn't reward those who wait for things to happen. It rewards those who make things happen. Most people are too afraid to take action. They're waiting for the stars to align, for the perfect time to come. But the truth is, you'll never be ready. The perfect time doesn't exist. You'll never have all the answers. You'll never have all the information, and you'll never be free from fear. But action, even when imperfect, beats waiting every single time. Machiavelli understood this perfectly. He wrote, "Fortune favors the bold. The ones who act, the ones who dare to move forward, are the ones who control their destiny. Stop waiting for things to happen. Start making them happen. You have to make the opportunity. You have to make the first move. Waiting only creates regret. Action creates respect. When you move with purpose, when you take control, that's when things change. You don't need perfect timing. You just need to take action now." Write it down. I move first. Rule 6. Loyalty has limits. They told you to be loyal, to always stand by your friends, family, partners, no matter what, to be unconditionally loyal. But here's the truth. Blind loyalty destroys your self-respect. Loyalty without limits makes you predictable. It makes you exploitable. People will take advantage of your loyalty, and when they do, they'll stop respecting you. They'll know that no matter how badly they treat you, you'll always stay. And that's when you lose. That's when you become disposable. Most people don't want loyalty. They want obedience. They want someone who will always be there for them, who will always say yes, who will always serve their needs, even when it's to their own detriment. But real loyalty is earned. Machiavelli said, "Men are driven by interests, not emotions." People will stay with you only as long as it benefits them. The moment it stops benefiting them, they'll leave you behind. Loyalty should never cost you your dignity. Loyalty should never make you tolerate disrespect. Loyalty should never make you sacrifice your self-worth. You must earn loyalty, and only give it to those who respect you and your boundaries. So stop being loyal to people who wouldn't be loyal to you. Stop giving your time and energy to those who take you for granted. Set your standards high, and only give your loyalty to those who value it. Write it down. My loyalty has limits. Rule 7. Life isn't about happiness. They told you that life is about being happy, that happiness is the ultimate goal. But here's the truth. Chasing happiness is a trap. Most people are addicted to comfort. They want pleasure over purpose. They want instant gratification instead of long-term success. They're constantly looking for things to make them feel good. But the problem is, chasing happiness makes you weak. It makes you distracted. It makes you unfocused. Happiness is fleeting. It comes and goes. And if you make it your goal, you'll always be chasing something that never lasts. But purpose? Purpose is endless. Purpose keeps you moving forward even when times get tough. Purpose builds you. It makes you strong. It forces you to grow. Machiavelli understood this. He said, "Great men are shaped by hardship, not by pleasure." The greatest men in history didn't live for happiness. They lived for meaning. They lived for legacy. They embraced struggle. And through that struggle, they found a deeper satisfaction than any fleeting moment of happiness could ever give. Stop chasing happiness. Chase purpose. Write it down. Purpose over pleasure. Rule 8. Don't forgive and forget. They tell you to forgive and forget. To let things go. To be the bigger person. But here's the ugly truth. Forgiving without consequences makes you a target. When you forgive without boundaries, you give people a free pass to hurt you again. And when you forget the lessons that come with pain, you erase your warning signs. Those scars, those marks on your soul, are not just marks. They are data. They are lessons. And when you ignore them, you set yourself up for the same hurt again. Machiavelli understood this. He didn't say forgive to be a saint. He said, forgive when it strengthens your position. You don't need to forgive everyone. You don't need to forget the pain. Forgive, but remember. Forgiveness without boundaries is self-deletion. It's erasing your own power. Don't forget the lessons. If someone hurts you, don't just forget it and move on. Learn from it. Protect yourself. Forgive only when it strengthens you. Never forgive just for the sake of being good. Forgiveness without wisdom is weakness. When someone crosses a line, you don't have to attack them, but you can take away their access to you. You can choose to cut them out. That's how you protect your power. Forgive, but remember. Remember the lesson. Protect your future. Write it down. I forgive, but I remember. Rule 9. Don't sacrifice yourself for others. They told you to be selfless, to sacrifice your needs for others, to always put everyone else first. But here's the truth. Self-sacrifice without boundaries destroys your power. When you constantly put others before yourself, you train people to think your time, energy, and attention are unlimited. You make them believe that they can take as much as they want, without giving anything in return. And what happens then? You disappear. You become invisible. Machiavelli understood this. He said, "The man who masters his own power is never a servant to others." You must protect your own energy. You can't give endlessly without recognizing your own worth. You can't pour from an empty cup. Generosity without boundaries is dependency. Generosity with boundaries is strength. When you respect yourself first, others will respect you too. When you make yourself a priority, people will treat you like you matter. Don't sacrifice your needs for others. Stop draining yourself for people who wouldn't do the same for you. You are not a servant, you are a leader. Write it down. I respect myself first. Rule 10. Take risks. They told you to play it safe. Stay within the lines. Don't take risks. Here's the hard truth. Playing it safe is the quickest way to die inside. When you avoid risk, you avoid growth. You avoid life itself. Risk is the gateway to power. Fortune favors the bold. The people who act first, who take that first step, who move when everyone else hesitates, they're the ones who get what they want. They're the ones who change the world. Machiavelli said, "Fortune favors the bold, not the cautious." The world doesn't respect the ones who play it safe. The world doesn't respect the ones who wait for permission. The world respects the ones who create their own opportunities, the ones who step into the unknown even when everyone else is sitting on the sidelines. Risk doesn't mean being reckless. It means being strategic. It means weighing your options, studying the landscape, and then acting with purpose. You can't sit on the sidelines and wait for things to happen. You have to make them happen. The safe path leads to mediocrity. The risk-taker's path leads to greatness. Don't let fear hold you back. Step into the unknown. Make your own luck. Write it down. I dare to act. The truth you've been avoiding. Let's face it, the world doesn't want you to think for yourself. It doesn't want you to challenge the system. The system is built to control you. It's built to keep you small. It's built to make you part of the background noise. As long as you follow the rules, you'll never stand out. You'll never be more than a cog in the machine. But here's what they didn't teach you. You were never meant to be ordinary. You were born to break the rules. You were born to defy expectations. You were born to build your own empire. The system thrives on your fear. It thrives on your doubt. It thrives on your compliance. But when you decide to break free, when you decide to rise above it all, that's when everything changes. That's when you command respect. That's when you start to lead. You will stand apart. You will make your mark. But here's the thing. It won't be easy. The world will fight you. People will try to tear you down. They'll call you arrogant. They'll call you a failure. But that's how you know you're doing it right. When they try to tear you down, that means you're doing something they're afraid of. And when you rise, they can't stop you. Now let's talk about how you're going to reprogram your mind. You've spent your whole life being told what to do, what to think, and what to believe. But it's time to take your mind back. It's time to reclaim your power. Your mind is your most powerful weapon. When you learn how to use it, you can accomplish anything. It starts with believing in yourself. You are capable of more. You deserve more. The moment you realize that, the moment you embrace your power, your life will change. The world will start reacting to you differently. People will start treating you differently. You won't have to demand respect anymore. It will be given to you. But you have to believe first. You're the author of your own story. No one else gets to decide who you are. No one else gets to decide your future. You do. Start writing your own story. Choose the path you want to take. Choose boldness. Choose action. Choose respect. You're not here to fit in. You're not here to be average. You're here to stand out. Now that you've heard the truth, let's talk about who you're going to become. Because right now, you're writing your destiny. Every action you take, every decision you make, you're writing your story. And you've spent far too long writing a script that other people have handed to you. You've let society dictate what you can and can't do. You've let the rules of the game hold you back. But no more. You're the author now. You're the one who decides who you will be, not them. Here's the hard truth. Your story doesn't start the moment you decide to break the rules. It starts right now. The moment you stop waiting for permission, the moment you take your life back, that's when you start writing the future you deserve. And it will be unlike anything you've ever dreamed of. It will be bigger, bolder, and infinitely more powerful. But here's the catch. You can't wait for the world to choose you. The world doesn't care if you exist. The world doesn't care if you've been following the rules. The world only cares if you're bold enough to take it. The world only respects those who claim it. So what will it be? Will you keep playing the victim, keep following the rules, keep playing it safe, and keep living small? Or will you decide right now, here, today, that you are no longer the one who follows? Will you choose to stand up and claim the power that's already yours? Will you write your own rules and stop letting others write them for you? It's your choice. The power has always been in your hands. The only question is, will you take it? The fight is real. But understand this. It's not going to be easy. You are about to step into a fight that most people won't even begin to understand. The world is built to keep you small, to make you believe that you can't rise above it all. That mediocrity is your fate. But when you decide to break free, when you choose to step out of line, when you refuse to be anything less than extraordinary, you are going to face resistance. You will have to face the haters. You will have to face the doubters. You will face pushback from every side. People will try to tear you down. They'll call you arrogant. They'll call you a failure. They'll say you're too much, too bold, too loud. But here's the thing. That's how you know you're doing it right. When people criticize you, when they try to break you, it means they see your power. They see the threat. They see what you can become. And they are terrified. Because here's the truth. Most people don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to rise above them. They don't want you to be better than them. They want you to shrink and stay small. They want you to be afraid, and that's why they'll try to bring you down. But what they don't realize is that the stronger you get, the harder you fight, the more untouchable you become. You will rise above them, and they will have no choice but to respect you. But you have to be willing to fight. You have to be willing to embrace the discomfort. You have to be willing to embrace the struggle. Because strength is built in the struggle. It's built in the pain. It's built in the moments when you feel like giving up. But you don't give up. You keep going. You rise. You fight. You claim your power. So here's the final question. Are you ready? Are you ready to stop playing it safe? Are you ready to stop waiting for permission? Are you ready to claim your destiny? The world isn't going to hand you your success. It isn't going to hand you your power. You have to take it. You have to seize it. So I ask you again, will you rise? Will you break free from the chains that have been holding you back for far too long? Will you step into the untouchable version of yourself that has always been there, waiting for you to claim it? The time is now. The choice is yours. And the world will never be the same once you decide to break the rules. If this message resonated with you, if you feel that fire burning inside you right now, it's time to make a commitment. This is not just a moment, it's a movement. And the movement starts right now. If you want to keep breaking the rules, if you want to embrace your power and start living unapologetically, then you need to join the Gaka Mindset community. This is your place. This is where we question everything. Break every chain and become untouchable. So hit that subscribe button, join the movement, and remember, you're not here to fit in. You're not here to be average. You're here to stand out. You're here to break the rules, claim your power, and reshape your destiny. The world is yours for the taking. It's time to rise. Welcome to the Gaka Mindset.